What is up, Renaissance crew? I'm the original Renaissance man, Devon DaVinci, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. Today I'm going to be checking out another Married with Children Al Bundy compilation. A lot of people liked the last one I did, the best insults of Al Bundy. I'll go ahead and leave a link in here in this video at some point during this video so you can click on it and check out that video. For those that know about Married with Children, you know that it can be pretty savage, over the top. In the last video I said that it probably wouldn't get aired today, but actually now that I'm doing second thoughts about it, I do think that it'll probably make the air today. Mainly because if you've seen some of the stuff that pops up on TV nowadays, like some of the stuff with not Al Bundy, with like Family Guy and American Dad and stuff like that. I mean, yes, I know that those are cartoons, so maybe they can go a little bit further than what other places can go. But I mean, they talk about abortion, they talk about sex, they talk about all that other stuff. If you remember Married with Children, the most controversial episode they had back in the day was an episode about menstrual periods. And when I guess they were on like a camping trip, and then they were stuck in a cabin because they were snowed in, and then all the girls, Peggy, Marcy, and why the hell am I forgetting the daughter's name? I know Christina Applegate. I know who played her. Kelly. Yeah, Kelly. They were all having their menstruation periods at the same time. So the men were kind of stuck in this cabin with these girls that were on their periods. And that was like one of the most controversial episodes back then. Now, don't get me wrong. They'll get a hell of a lot of flack if they were to come out today. There'll be a lot of protests and things like that. The question is, would they cave to the demand of like either toning down or stopping the show, or will they just continue to, do what they do? And back then, when they got protests back for the stuff they were doing, they just made fun of the people that were doing it. Like that's what they did. They just made fun of the people by making bit characters that were inspired by them, and then just making jokes about them. This video is part of a series. This is part 7 of, I'm not sure what the total number is, but I'm gonna go back and check out the other ones also. I will leave a link for the original creator that made this video at the end of the video, so you can go and check out the other parts that they made. Excuse me. So they can check out the other parts that they made. But let's go ahead and jump into this and see what it has to offer. This is Al vs. Feminism.
Now, when Gary comes in, I want you to act like you're a customer. If you do a good job, Gary will think that these are really ladies' shoes. And then Daddy won't have to wrestle old women for government cheese. Can you do that?
He has like a bowling shoe just painted in pink.
Well, I don't know. How tough are these old women?
You know, I really think we can pull this off. I mean, even if women can tell that these aren't women's shoes, Gary won't know the difference. He's a man.
Hi, I'm Gary. I own this store.
Of course.
Excuse me, Mr. Shoe Daddy.
Wow.
What a wonderful selection of women's shoes. I think I'll take this lovely wiener pair.
She was like, it's a size 13.
They're so women's. Well, that's probably because this is a woman's shoe store. How much do I owe you?
Oh, you could never repay me. Miss,
Bundy.
God damn it.
Anyway, as a satisfied woman customer in this, a women's shoe store,
Wow.
I insist that I pay.
All right, you chuckleheads, this better be good. I'm in the middle of a facial.
Well, turn around. Let's see how it's going. Look,
we know you run a sweatshop.
I like Griff. Griff was funny as hell.
We've got the proof.
All right, you caught me with my pants down.
Hey, enough about your facial. Now, we have demands. We want shorter working hours.
Al, that means you'd have to spend more time at home.
We demand longer working hours.
No, we don't. We want money.
Okay, you got me over a barrel.
Hey, who's blackmailing who here?
What I'm saying is you can have anything you want.
$250.
Each?
We were thinking about that.
Yes.
I'll bring you the money tomorrow.
Today.
Okay, but I'll have to miss my electrolysis.
Tomorrow.
I came here to rescue you, but there's a really big spider coming right towards me.
Hey, getting stuck down here is the best thing that ever happened to me.
What are you talking about, Al? This is a prison.
This isn't a prison. Upstairs is a prison. That's hard time. Warden Red always threatening to stick me in the hot box.
Okay, let me get this straight. Al is stuck here.
Oh wow.
And I get to torture him. Here's another 100.
You enjoy yourself. But remember, you gotta be out by 2. You'd be surprised at how many people want to torture Dad.
No, I wouldn't.
So, Dad, are you sure you're having fun?
Yep.
Well, in that case, let's play Wheel of Torture. Our first contestant hails from next door. She's a banker, an avid golfer, and quite a screamer in bed. You live next door. You hear things.
Oh, what you gonna do, bud? Peck my eyes out? Sit on me till I crack? Ooh.
Now, did I ever tell you about how I became a feminist? It all started when I read The Feminine Mystique and I threw away my lady chic.
Hey, that's 2 mistakes.
Did you ever notice how the nipples on that poster seem to follow you around?
Oh
It's
shit.
so degrading to women.
Damn.
Anyway, my true awakening occurred when I decided to take charge of my own orgasms. And oh well, how my womanhood blossomed.
Oh, God, how my stomach is churning.
You know, I couldn't have done it without the support of my women's group. One day, we all sat in a circle, naked but non-judgmental. And then all 6 of us pulled out our hand mirrors. And guess what happened?
Oh shit.
42 years of bad luck.
That day inspired an epic poem.
Oh.
I think that I shall never see my G-spot smiling back at me.
Oh god. This is bit through the damn monkey wrench.
And so, Miss
Blob.
Laub.
Ms. Loud.
I'm sorry, your name was partially obscured by some errant flesh. As I was saying, I'm just not going to take anything, unlike you at a buffet. So, what do you have for me?
Some men in speed stick in my desk.
Damn.
Well, let me give you a little tip. It goes under your arms. If you could ever get them horizontal.
Damn.
Well, I can see that you are a real people person. So let's get you the hell out of here as quickly as possible. How many years of college did you have? I was just entertaining myself. Oh. Did you go to high school?
Poke high.
Poke
Well, I
high.
find you fat and repulsive. I'll gladly regale you with tales of my 4 touchdowns in one game.
Well, how rare it is to have someone who played high school football in an employment office. Loud!
I know your name. That was a descriptive term.
Damn.
Now look, I'm putting myself in your sweaty, bloated hands here.
Damn.
I'm looking for a career, not just a job. You know, like a doctor or a guy who plays with Hooters all day.
That would be an anesthesiologist. Well, don't worry. I think we have something perfect for a man with your qualifications. Tell me, do you have any skills?
Well, I'm naturally inquisitive. For instance, I'm wondering just how strong that chair is you're sitting in.
I have the perfect job for you.
Damn. It left us on a cliffhanger. We gotta find that episode and figure out what job she gave out. Oh man. Yeah, I think that there was a good balance between during this video, this show, of Al talking shit about overweight women and feminists and stuff, but also him getting his comeuppance. Like first of all, Al is in no position to talk shit about anybody because his life is extremely fucked up. And there's a lot of people protest, but I guess they didn't really get the overall, like, I don't want to say message, but sign. Like, Al's life sucked. So he sit there and talk shit about people, but at the end of the day, he goes back to his house and he hates his own life. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't mean to want to say this to sound mean, but it's like a homeless person coming up and talking shit about your life. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, fine. Go ahead, talk. But nobody was better at comebacks than Al. I love listening to some of the stuff he would just like go back and forth with like Marcy and him with. I loved hearing him in the shoe store and talking all the mess about the women who would like come in and they would ask for a shoe size that was clearly too small for them, and seeing Al's reaction, those were like amazing moments. I got to try to figure out where Married with Children comes on again, because I do remember it coming on. It comes on certain channels. I don't think I have the channel anymore. I used to, but I got to figure out where it comes on at again. It might be on Hulu. I think I heard someone last time say that it was on Hulu. I could be wrong, but I will check it out. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming through and showing my last Married with Children video a lot of love and support, and I hope you guys will check this out and enjoy it just as much. I really do love like just having so many people come through and leaving comments and things like that. There is one thing I will address though. The first Al Bundy thing I did, I made a little comment about white privilege, and a lot of people, I guess, kind of jumped on it because they think I'm not sure if people really know exactly what white privilege is, because a lot of people took it as if it's some type of insult. I'm not sure if the people that like heard that even know what white privilege is, or they heard other people say what it is, and quite frankly, those people are just fucking stupid. White privilege is just a acknowledgement of difference between statistics. That is it. It's like saying, well, 1 in 3 black men will likely go to jail, and 1 in 6 white men will likely go to jail. That's it. That's white privilege. The fact that there's a 1 in 6 chance for a white person compared to a 1 in 3 chance for a black person. Now, that doesn't mean it don't happen to white people. Out of 6,000 white people, and this is a statistic I just put on my ass, don't think that this is from some type of study or some shit, but that would mean that out of 6,000 white people, 1,000 people likely will go to jail. So there's a lot of people that are like, oh, well, there's no such thing as white privilege because I never went to jail. Like, yeah, okay, well, you're one of the exceptions. Or, well, because I went to jail and I got pulled over by the cops and this, that, and the other. Yeah, you're one of those 1 in 6 exceptions. Just like I've never gone to jail. So I'm one of those 2 out of 3 exceptions. That doesn't mean that it doesn't happen to other people, and it doesn't mean that the stats are wrong. Like, that getting mad at white privilege, maybe the problem is the name. Maybe we should just change the name, because it seems like the title of privilege, that's what gets a lot of people like offended, because they think that like when you say white privilege, it's as if you're assuming someone's life. Like, oh, well, you've never been through this because you're white. That's bullshit. That's not how white privilege works. You can just as easily never experience anything bad in your life, but at the same time you can experience just hell of bad stuff throughout your life. That's why when the last video, when I said that, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said something in the gist of, well, Al Bundy is one of the exceptions to white privilege. What that was acknowledging was the 1 in 3 or 1 in 6 or whatever else. Like, okay, well, it's more likely that a white person would have been born into a 2-parent household than a black person. So that's just a statistic. The acknowledgement of that statistic is supposedly white privilege. Now, like I said, you can change the name of it. You can call it white advantage. You can call it white benefit, whatever. Like, whatever you want to name the name of it. There are things in there that benefit black people too. Like, it's more likely that a black person, if he goes into the hood, he's not going to get harassed as much as a regular ass white person walking down the street. That's just statistics. It's more likely that a black person would get probably picked on a basketball team than a white person. That's just statistics. Like, it's just, you can call that technically a black privilege, I guess. But the idea that people have, that's like, okay, well, I'm white, but people say that they know me, like, oh, well, you're white, so that means you don't go through hard times or anything like that. That's bullshit. Usually the people that say that don't know what the fuck white privilege is. They just want a reason to protest about some shit. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to clear that up. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. I'm the original Renaissance man, Devon DaVinci. I was going to go ahead and go on to something else, but this video is already too long, so... And long videos take a long time to process, goddammit. So to get these videos out as fast as possible, I need to hurry up and end these goddamn things. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will hopefully see you on the next one. So be sure to be on the lookout for that next video that comes out, and be sure to support me in that too. I appreciate the hell out of it. Anyway, I'm the original Renaissance man, Devon DaVinci, giving you the deuces. Peace.